Hey guys, Mason here. Welcome back to the Sweet Spot, where I create delicious desserts that you guys can follow along with at home. As always, the full written recipe and list of ingredients are down below in the description box. Also, if you're new to the channel and want 2 awesome recipes every week, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Alright, so for the last recipe of this week, we're going to be making a pumpkin spice loaf. Now, what I love about this recipe is it's filled with those wonderful, warm holiday spices, and I also add some raisins and some white chocolate chips. So, it puts a little spin on a classic fall recipe. I hope you all like it. If you want the recipe, stick around and we'll get started. Alright, to get started, we have a list of our ingredients. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 cup of granulated sugar, and a half a cup of light brown sugar that's been packed, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 2 large eggs at room temperature, 1 cup of pumpkin puree. You can use Libby's, I use Libby's. 1/3 cup of water, and 1/3 cup of oil, a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of allspice. And what makes this different, half a cup of raisins and half a cup of white chocolate chips. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're gonna whisk all of our dry ingredients together in a large bowl. We're gonna add our spices to that. This is a super easy recipe and it comes together pretty fast. There's no special mixing here. Right, now we're gonna add both of our sugars. Since we're using oil and not butter, we don't have to cream anything together here. The oil with the water is gonna give us a nice light texture, and then that pumpkin, where it is so dense, it's going to weigh the cake down a lot and give us a nice loaf. Now we're gonna use that bowl we had our sugar in to mix our oil, water, and pumpkin. Okay, now we're gonna make sure that this is nice and homogeneous. Okay, now we're gonna add in both of our eggs. Make sure you get everything nice and smooth here. This will seem like the texture will be like a pudding. It's really good. Okay, and last but not least, our vanilla. All right, so we have our dry ingredients in one bowl, our wet ingredients in one bowl, and our add-ins. Now I'm going to go ahead and add these into the dry ingredients. And we want to get some flour on them because it'll help them prevent them from sinking to the bottom of the loaf. All right, now we're gonna just dump all of our wet ingredients in. Make sure you get all that out. Okay, now we're just going to fold all of this together. And we don't want to overmix here because anytime we're making a bread, we want it to be light and tender. And the more that you mix something, the tougher it gets. It builds up too much gluten. All right, now that that's mixed up. All right, I have a 9x5 loaf pan here. Just gonna dump all that in there. I've got it lined. Now I've added a layer of parchment. I just cut it to fit the bottom of my pan, and it will give us some handles to lift it out once it's completely cooled. And I've sprayed everything with a nonstick cooking spray. You can butter and flour this if that's what you want. But now we're going to bake this off in a 350 Fahrenheit oven. That's 175 degrees Celsius for an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. I'll see you guys when it comes out. So what'd you guys think? Oh my gosh, I can't wait to try this. It smells of that holiday spice. It's really nice and moist. It kept a lot of the texture is really dense, it's really tight. The raisins are a nice little squishy surprise in the middle there. And all I did was make a powdered sugar glaze for the top. It's just some powdered sugar and some milk, really simple. Pour that over top, let it set up. So good. That's all we've got for this week. But don't forget, if you want 2 wonderful recipes every week, hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if you like videos like this, give me a big thumbs up so other people can see my videos and I can keep making them. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. From my home to yours, enjoy.